They want you to fall, a message from Grimface. You think you know pain? Let's get one thing straight. Pain isn't what leaves marks on your skin or bruises on your body. That's surface level, temporary. No, real pain is the kind that carves into your soul, leaving scars no one else can see. It's the kind that never lets you go. Day after day, year after year, it's with you, like a shadow creeping just behind, ready to swallow you whole the moment you stop running. And here's the cruel truth. No matter how fast you run, no matter how far you go, you can't outrun it. But you already know that, don't you? Because you've lived it. You carry that weight every day, a constant reminder of the chaos swirling inside. And while the world tells you to move on, to let it go, you know better. What if the pain is the only thing that's real? What if it's the only thing left that reminds you you're still breathing? They don't get it. They never will. They think pain is something that can be fixed, like a broken object that just needs a bit of glue. But they don't understand. Sometimes the pain isn't something to heal from. Sometimes the pain is what keeps you alive. They're terrified of it, of course. They run from the very thing you've embraced. And why? Because pain is chaos, and chaos doesn't fit neatly into their orderly little worlds. It can't be controlled, can't be packaged or contained. But here's where you rise above them. Because while they run from their pain, you've learned to live with it. You've learned to thrive in it. Pain isn't your enemy. It's your constant companion. It doesn't care about your plans, your dreams, your desires. It just is. The truth is, pain becomes familiar, doesn't it? It becomes something you depend on because at least it's consistent. At least it's real. Happiness, that's fleeting, a trick they sell to keep you quiet. But pain, it stays. It whispers in your ear that you're not like the rest of them, that you don't fit into their perfect little boxes. And maybe they're right. Maybe you are different. But that's not a weakness. It's your strength. You've been through hell, haven't you? You felt the world crushing down on you. And yet, here you are, still standing, still fighting. And that's the part they'll never understand. They see your struggle and think you're fragile, but they have no idea. They don't know what it's like to wake up every day with that weight on your chest, to smile through the storm when inside you're breaking. They think chaos is the enemy, that it's something to be feared. But you know better. Chaos is where you find clarity. When everything is falling apart, when the noise in your head is deafening, chaos is the only thing that makes sense. It's the only thing that feels real. They don't understand that. They cling to order, to their illusion of control, because the thought of facing what you face every day would destroy them. They'll call you broken, damaged, unfixable. Let them, because you know the truth. You've stopped pretending. You've stopped pretending that everything's fine, that you're okay, and that scares them. They're terrified of their own pain, so they try to silence yours. But you can't silence a storm, can you? You can't bury what's been clawing at you for years. You've tried, haven't you? But the more you push it down, the harder it fights back. You hear it all the time, don't you? Pain makes you stronger. Like surviving hell is supposed to be some kind of badge of honor. But pain doesn't build you up. It tears you down. It shatters you until there's nothing left but dust. And when you're standing there, broken, in the ruins of everything you thought you were, they expect you to just put it all back together, as if it's that easy. But what if the pieces never fit? What if everything you were holding on to, love, hope, happiness, was just an illusion? What if the truth is that the only way to survive is to stop trying to be what they expect you to be? The real freedom comes when you accept that you don't need to be whole. You don't need to be healed. Maybe the real strength is in embracing the chaos, living with the brokenness, and realizing that it's okay to not be okay. They won't get it. They'll keep living in their fairy tales, where everything has a happy ending and every wound can be healed. But you know the world is darker than that. It's twisted, it's brutal, it's full of suffering, and the only way through it is to stop pretending it's anything else. You've faced the storm, you've walked through the fire, and now you're dangerous. Because you've already faced the worst. You've already lived through the kind of pain that would destroy them. And you've come out the other side, maybe not unscathed, maybe not whole, but stronger. And that's what terrifies them. They don't understand how you can still be standing, still moving forward, after everything you've been through. But you know that the pain doesn't go away. You just get stronger. You learn to live with it, to use it, and that's your power. Let them live in their illusions. Let them think they're in control. They don't realize how fragile their reality is. One wrong move, one unexpected twist, and everything they've built will come crashing down. And when it does, they'll panic. They'll crumble. Because they've never faced what you've faced. They've never lived with the kind of chaos that you have. But you're different. You've been torn apart before, and you've rebuilt yourself, stronger than before. You'll do it again if you have to. That's the difference. You've already walked through hell, and now, nothing can stop you. You don't need their order. You don't need their stability. You don't need their fairy tale. Because you know the truth. The only real power comes from embracing the chaos, from letting the pain sharpen you into something they can't touch. So let them judge, let them whisper. They'll never understand. But that's okay. You don't need them to. You've already faced the worst. You've already fought the hardest battles, in your own mind, in your own heart, and you're still here, still standing. That's more than most of them can say. The world wasn't made for people like you. People who feel too much, see too much, think too much. But that's your edge. That's your strength. And while they cling to their false sense of safety, you'll keep walking through the fire, unafraid, unstoppable. Because in the end, the pain doesn't define you. The chaos doesn't own you. You've learned to live with it. And that's what makes you different. That's what makes you unstoppable.